another chess video where position is everything. Okay? Wait for white. White to move. So I'm going to move back a bit. Right, firstly, black. It was black to move and black castled. Now, what should I do here? Should I protect the bishop and move it? I'm going to sacrifice the bishop because I want to take the knight. You'll see why in a moment. I then move the queen, ready to attack the knight. Bear in mind, position is everything. Black takes the bishop. Normally, bishops are more valuable than a knight, but in this case, position is everything. I now take the knight. Now, black thinks they're up, but they haven't noticed that they're about to get checkmated. Black puts me into check. I now have mate in 1 if I can get out of any checks. I move out of check. Black puts me in check again. I move up again. Black then thinks he's being clever by moving a pawn down to put me in check. I now move out of the way. Now, I'm trying to see if black could easily get out of this. The only way I see how black could get out of this at this page is to move his king, and then it would make it more awkward for me. But no. Black is determined to threaten one of my pawns for some reason. So, he threatens the pawn that's protecting me. I think what black had in mind, not being clever enough, was to take my pawn, was to try and assume I would do something not too important on the next move, or I might, knowing that I couldn't take the pawn back, I would then lose one of my white pawns. He then thought at some point I would do something that wasn't too important, maybe protect my queen. He probably thought I might move my queen out of the way because if I wasn't going to do what I'm about to do next, he thought that if he moved his queen to take my pawn, then I would have to move the king, and then I could somehow then take the queen off. That was what he was hoping, to somehow, for his queen to take my white pawn, which I couldn't then take back. So then I would have to move the white queen out of the way in order to protect it and save it. Okay? And what black was hoping by doing that was that I would perhaps instead move my queen out of the way, maybe not noticing what I have in fact noticed. In fact, I am going to move my queen, but I'm not going to move my queen out of the way. I'm not going to try and save the queen from being taken. Quite the opposite. I'm actually going to move the queen straight in front of the king. Checkmate. Being protected just by a white pawn. Did you see it coming? So beware. Pawns in certain positions can be very, very lethal. Although there is actually a rook at the bottom protecting that pawn, there doesn't need to be any rooks at all. There needed to be nothing else on the rooks could have been taken off the board. It wouldn't have mattered. In fact, every piece could have been taken off the board except from this white pawn which was stopping the queen from attacking me. Okay? And as I said, what what black had hoped was that by moving the pawn was to do something like that to threaten my king, and I would have to move the queen, but it didn't work out in the way that my opponent wanted, because, as I said, I got checkmate because they didn't notice the position I had until it was too late. Okay? That is why I personally like the h2 to h4 opening, which everybody laughs at. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.